Hi there. So today I'm going to walk you through total body rotation. Now this is a really great way of mobilizing the foot, the knee and the hip all together. But what we're learning to do is move the area in isolation to the pelvis and the lumbar spine. So we're teaching it to move separately, but in different specific relationships. So I'll be in one position of rotation and I'll rotate one foot and I'll rotate the other foot. And then I'll be in the other position of rotation while I do the same. First of all, we start off with a bit of a self-assessment. So feet are about hip width apart and you turn to look over one shoulder and you just get the sense of, is that any easier or harder than if I turn to look over the other shoulder? So I might spend a bit of time just seeing what's the difference. Is it easier? Is it harder? And then I'm going to look at some specifics. So when I come to my left, where is the weight in my right foot? And where is the weight in my left foot? And is that the same on the other side? Where is the weight on my right foot? Where is the weight on my left foot? And then we can build up a bit of a clearer picture of how the weight transfers from one foot to the other, how it moves through these different positions. Is it smoother one way than the other? Okay, and once we've built up that picture, we're then going to do some repetitions. So if I go to the left, so this is the way that's easier for me. So we start the way that's easier. And I bring my weight onto my left leg so that my right leg is free. So this is the view from the back, but I'm going to show you from the front for ease. So I'm turned to the left, my weight's on the left foot, and what I'm doing is slowly rotating the weight from the inside of my right foot to the outside of my right foot. I'll put my hand on my thigh because I'm using my hand to sense the rotation that also takes place in the thigh with that foot movement. So my job here is to keep the rotation in the upper body still, the rotation in the pelvis still, whilst moving through the foot, the knee and the thigh, which really is the hip that's rotating here. But the thighs, you can get the greatest sense of rotation there. Then I bring my weight onto my right foot and I perform the same rotation with my chest facing the same direction. I'm going to get that sense of rotation through the foot. And it doesn't matter how far you go, what's more important is how you go. So we're building up this tension-free movement. Then I perform the same movements facing the other direction. So I'm now facing to the right, my weight's on the left foot. I rotate foot in and out. And this one's a bit trickier for me. It takes a little bit more time for me to get this to the point where it's comfortable rotating in. So out is easy, coming in. So what I have to do is just nudge it. I don't force it. I don't put more effort in. I just take some time, let the foot relax. Make sure the weight on my left foot. I might have to take a little bit of rotation off just to allow the hip a bit more space. Then as it feels more comfortable, I might rotate a little bit more. And again, it's how you go. How smooth, how much effort you apply. Then I bring my weight onto this foot whilst facing that way and I rotate the left foot. Again, just getting the sense of rotation. Might be a sticky point in the foot that I've just got to take my time working through. Then once I've done that, I'll reassess myself. So I'll just go one way and see, does it feel any different compared to going the other way? Does that feel any different? Is the weight traveling through my foot in a different way? And then I can be a bit more deliberate with that foot movement. So I can actually move from the outside of one foot to the inside of the other. And it's the opposite. So I'm on the outside of my right foot, inside of my left foot. So I move towards the inside of my right and the outside of my left. So we get this deliberate motion through the feet. Deliberate motion that sets up this total body rotation. So there is another great exercise from Joanne Elphinston. Practiced, demonstrated for you here. Any questions, just let me know.